Good morning, good morning, good morning, pre-K family, and welcome to Herd's Homeroom Rewind. So we did Herd's Homeroom earlier, but this is the rewind in case you missed it, you weren't able to get on, or technical difficulties, whatever, you're here, and we're so glad that you are. My name is Heather Hurd, and I am a Transition Services Advisor for the Division of Early Childhood. And I'm just so glad that you're here. Now, always before I start, I always have to thank my Executive Director, Dylan Gordon, my Education Director, Catherine Bostic, and my Transition Services Manager, Christina Jones. These ladies are supporting me and allowing me to do Herd's Homeroom. And also, Bridget Davis, who is a pre-K instructional advisor, and Tamika Sandridge, who is a transition services advisor. They're always behind the scenes helping me out to make Herd's Homeroom a success. So, Herd's Homeroom was designed to give you, the parents, some information, some tips, some strategies, and just to let you know what's going on in our pre-K department. Now, always before I get started, I always share my Dollar Tree finds. Yes, I am a Dollar Tree girl. I love going into the Dollar Tree, and there's always some fun things in there that I can use to share with you guys. Now, let me explain something to you guys. I just don't tell you things that you can get from the Dollar Tree. I actually use them as well. I practice them. I use them with Lang. And as you can see behind me, you see a pocket chart. I found that at the Dollar Tree. And inside the pocket chart, you see sight words because Lang is working on his sight words too. He is trying to learn how to read. And the only way that he's going to be successful is if we practice these sight words daily. You have to practice the sight words daily. So the cool thing about this pocket chart is I can take the words, I type mine because I don't have the best handwriting. I typed mine. You can write them. You can use notebook paper. You can use sticky notes. You can use whatever you have because at the end of the day, we are trying to get our children to identify the sight words, right? So once you finish, once they learn them, you can switch them out. You can move them around because they will memorize them. And another thing that we use this for is we match our upper and lowercase letters. So a lot of times I'll put the uppercase letters at the top and the lowercase letters at the bottom, and he has to match the upper and lowercase letters. So there are several ways that you can use this chart to be successful with your child. Another thing I found was this swatter. This is the coolest little thing that I've ever seen. Hey, so I can take this. What is that letter? What sound does it make? Because I'm isolating that particular letter. What letter is this? What sound does it make? And what about this one? What letter is this? What sound does it make? So we SWAT a lot in this house. We SWAT in the kitchen, we SWAT in the bathroom, we SWAT in the hallways, in our books, wherever there are words, we are swatting. So this is the coolest little thing that you can find at the Dollar Tree. Now, my favorite, because I used to have one of these when I was little, and I'm telling off on myself, telling my age, but it's a mini Etch-a-Sketch, guys, a mini one. And we use this in the car. So parents, we're going to have to sometimes turn that radio down and just spend 10 minutes while we're driving to tune into our children because there's so much out there that can help them learn to read. So what Lang does is I have him identify letters off of license plates, billboards, signs. There's so much print when we're driving. He can write whatever it is I ask him. He writes it, and then he erases it and starts all over again. Now, the good thing about this is it's small and compact, and you just keep it in the car, keep it in their car seat. And when you're driving, hey, what sound does B make? And they can write the letter B. So it's so much you can do with that. And again, that came from the Dollar Tree, and it's only $1. So those are my Dollar Tree finds for this week. And let me share my screen so I can let you know what's going on in Herd's Homeroom. All right. Now, on the screen, you see some information, and I would like for you to email me the following information on the slide if you would like for me to give you credit for attending Herd's Homeroom. So I just need your name, email address, child's name, child's school, and child's teacher. You can email it to the SCS prekrocks at gmail.com. And if you do, I will give you and your child credit for attending Herd's Homeroom. As we continue on, let's look at our conversation starters for the week. Remember, with our conversation starters, we are having back and forth conversations that increase your child's vocabulary and builds their listening skills. We have to be intentional and specific when we talk to our children. We want you to move away from those one-word answers or the simple yes and no answers. On the screen, you will see our 3 conversation starters for the week. Be sure to take a picture and indulge in some good conversations with your child this week. Now, let's look at the skills for the week. These are some of the things that your child may work on this week in their classroom. Here's an upcoming event. On February 23rd, we are going to have our Parent Cafe. Our first parent session will be on fine motor skills. Last year, we were able to do this session in person, but because of COVID, we will have to do it virtually. This fun and interactive parent session will be held twice on February 23rd. One session will be at 10 a.m. If you can't make it to that one, join us for our second session. That will be at 5:30 p.m. Now, I'm going to email you a link to the training within the upcoming week or so. And these sessions are only 30 minutes. Parents, we've got to help our children with their fine motor skills. We've got to help them hold their pencil correctly and hold scissors correctly. And we're going to give you some tips and strategies on how to make that happen in our Parent Cafe, our fine motor skills parent session. It's official, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. But on March 27th, we will have a drive-in movie in Shelby Farms Park. On the screen, you will see the link for you to complete our survey. We will also send a flyer out within the next couple of weeks, but I encourage you to take a picture, screenshot, get this survey link, and complete the survey as soon as you can because space is limited. Once you complete the survey, we will verify your information and your child's enrollment. Once you've been verified, a ticket will be emailed to the email address you provided. Because you are attending Herd's Homeroom, we are considering you VIP and you get the information and link first. I strongly encourage you to complete the survey as soon as you can because once all the slots are filled, that's it. And you must have a ticket to enter. Now, did I mention we were going to feed you dinner? I don't think I did, but we're going to feed you dinner too. So this event is going to be epic, and I hope that you can join us. Parents, please be sure you are turning your child's tablet off nightly. We recommend you turn it off at night so that the tablet can refresh and receive the needed updates. A lot of times, if it stays on and you don't turn it off, it'll freeze or it may even update during the middle of your child's lesson. Y'all, this has happened to me before. So please remember to turn it off daily. Also, please use your child's tablet only for school. If the tablet is used on an inappropriate site, you will be locked out of the tablet. If this happens, you will have to call IT or go to Night Road. So my advice is, if you can, just use the tablet for school, okay? All right. Since we began Herd's Homeroom, we've talked about the importance of sight words. We know that sight words refer to the set of words most commonly found on any page of text. Your child needs to instantly recognize the word when they encounter it in text. The majority of sight words can't be sounded out, so automaticity is important. The lists of sight words build upon one another, so your child is expected to recognize and read the words from prior lists as they move on to new lists. Mastery and confidence with sight words is critical to reading success because sight words account for the majority of the words your child will encounter. On this slide, you will see the pre-primer words, which are geared towards our pre-K students. Please take a picture if you have not done so. On the next slide, you will see the primer words. I introduced these words to you guys last week, right? Earlier in my Dollar Tree find, I showed you one way you and your child can practice your sight words. Perfect. Take these words, cut them up, put them in the chart, and go over them with your child. Your child needs to practice their sight words daily. This is going to help them as they begin to read. Let me say it one more time. Your child needs to practice their sight words daily. This is going to help them as they begin to read. I want to show you one more thing you can do with sight words. So let's move to the next slide. This is a sand, sugar, salt sight word activity. These are things you probably already have in your house. Get a school supply box or a shoe box or the lids or a cookie sheet with edges and fill it with sand, sugar, or salt. Have your child practice writing sight words in the sand, sugar, or salt with his or her fingers. It's all about the touch. Now, let me tell you something. You do not need very much sand, sugar, or salt. I'm telling you, you don't need a whole lot, but it is a lot of fun, fun, fun. Now, our book for the week is Love from the Very Hungry Caterpillar. Since February is the month of love, this is the perfect book. Your child has probably already read The Very Hungry Caterpillar, so they're familiar with the caterpillar in this book, and I know they're going to enjoy it. This book can be checked out at the library, and it can also be purchased on Amazon or Target. Now, in the email that I sent you, it's a link for this YouTube video. So the YouTube video is a read aloud. So either do the read aloud or purchase the book, but just enjoy. It's time for Herd's Trivia. Dun, 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 dun. We have been talking about sight words. So my question today is, why is it important for your child to learn their sight words? Why is it important for your child to learn their sight words? The first 10 parents that know the correct answer and emails their answer to the email address listed on the page will receive a special gift. And I'll share that gift with you when I share my screen at the end. Okay. Pre-K family, thank you for joining me this morning. Homeroom is over. The early childhood team would like to thank you for all you have done and are doing. We just want you to know that we appreciate you. We see you working hard. We know this virtual thing is not what we wanted, but we appreciate you diving in and putting your child first to help them be successful. We are so excited that you are a part of our SCS Pre-K family. We hope you have enjoyed the information that we shared and you use it and you come back and join us again. Now, before I end, I'd like to give you the quote for the week. At the end of the day, the most overwhelming key to a child's success is the positive involvement of parents. And this is from Jane D. Hull. So now I am going to share my screen so that you get a chance to see what we're giving out. Yes, the 901 beanies. Guys, this was a hit last week. We had so many requests. We had so many people trying to get them. So we said, hey, let's do it again this week. So if you answer our Hertz Homeroom trivia correctly and you are one of the 10 parents, you can get one of these 901 early childhood beanies. And they are so warm and they're kind of stylish too. Perfect for a day like today, right? So answer my Hertz trivia and this can be yours. Parents, thank you so very much. Thank you. We just appreciate you for joining us for Hertz Homeroom. We appreciate everything you do. We hope that you join us again because this is what Hertz Homeroom is all about. We hope you join us for our next session and go out and be great. Thank you guys. Have an awesome remainder of the day and we will see you next time.